Colonel Fortaleza, this is Senator Erwin Tulfo po. After po that incident, did you check, the PNP check po yung security doon in and around Zamboanga, Ateneo de Zamboanga? Kasi what we've heard, may lapses po. Pag nakakotse ho yung bata, hinatid po ng sasakyan, at not only here in Zamboanga, San Risa, even here in Metro Manila, napapansin ko mga private schools, diretso po, titignan lang po ng gwardiya yung sasakyan, yung loob, pero hindi naman matikikita yung laman, dala-dala ng bata na bag. Chinek ho ba ninyo? May nakita ho ba kayong problema para maiayos po ng school yung kanilang security? Kasi po ang balita ko po, pag nagko-commute yung bata, hinatid ng yaya o naka-tricycle, naka-motor, yung bata ay sinasubject po sa search. Mayroon po mga metal detector. Pero pag nakakotse, baba yung bata, pasok doon sa gated compound, papasok na sa hallway, diretso na sa classroom. And ito po yung dinaanan ng bata natin na perpetrator. Did you see that, Colonel? At ano ang suggestion nyo po sa Ateneo de Zamboanga?
Yes po. Nakita po natin yan. Yung pong mga bata, mga estudyante na papasok po ng school na naglalakad po or wala po silang sasakyan ay na-check po at mayroon pong mga security guards. Doon naman po sa sasakyan is merely visual search lang po yung mga security guard natin na nakakapasok sila. Yun nga po ang recommendation natin that dapat magkaroon ng X-ray or scanning machine. Kung hindi po to kaya ng mga schools natin, ay meron din po magche-check before po pumasok sa building premises o sa mga classroom po.
Right, thank you po, Colonel. Sana po, hindi lang po yung sa Ateneo de Zamboanga, pati other schools na rin po siguro, yung mga high school at saka colleges po siguro. I think it's high time na you go around po pagkatapos siguro kung wala pa mga metal detectors. Kasi po yung office po namin dyan, yung extension office po, namimigay po kami ng metal detectors para sa school. Baka you can suggest po sa mga school dahil 2 to 3,000 lang naman po isang metal detector, baka pwede po silang bumili po ng mga metal detectors, Colonel.
Tama po kayo, Your Honor. Maganda po, tama po.
Salamat po, Senator Erwin. And mamaya pwede rin natin itanong yan sa DepEd dahil binanggit po ni Secretary Sani Angara kahapon na tututok ang department sa mga usapin ng mental health at saka campus or school security. Before I move on to the Cybercrime Investigation and Coordinating Center, nagpaparecognize si attorney from Ateneo de Zamboanga rin, Attorney Cresmundo. You wanted
Yes
to say
po,
something, Attorney?
Madam Chair. Yes po. Thank you po for the recognition,
Please
Madam Chair.
proceed.
We would
Yes.
like just to add information to some of the questions that were propounded a while ago po, as to the security protocols sa Ateneo de Zamboanga Junior High School.
How long is that,
So,
Attorney Cresmundo?
Madam Chair?
Ganong kahaba po yung presentation niyo, Attorney?
I would just like to give to add information po to the answers given by Chair Cholo and
All right. Please proceed.
Colonel Fortaleza. So to
All
give
right po.
a background po. So the whole compound is a gated compound. As what was said by Chair Cholo, there's only one entry gate for vehicles and one exit gate for vehicles as well. However, inside the compound, there are two main buildings. The junior high school building, that is where the incident happened. There are 5 floors, no, and a basement to that building. And then another building or a complex for the grade school. So for the security protocols, that is true. When students are hinahatid po ng nakasasakyan po, meron po tayong security protocol sa entry gate as to the vehicles. As to, for example, the vehicles must be registered na pwedeng pumasok. Nagko-conduct din po ng inspection yung mga guards na naka-assign sa entry gate ng mga vehicles. However, in the building where the junior high school students go, there are also only two entry points po sa building. And in these two entry points, there are assigned two security guards for each entry point. At dito po sa entry point ng mga estudyante, regardless kung nag-commute or nakasasakyan or whatever, they are subjected din po sa search. So there are only two entry points wherein they will undergo search by the security guards. Unfortunately, there is a ramp in that building, which is an access for those who may have a hard time climbing up the floors through the stairs. So sa mga ating mga estudyante na may kapansanan at sa mga nagdadala ng mabibigat na mga gamit. This ramp is closed, normally closed. And ino-open lang siya kapag po may dumadaan na estudyante na with disability. And at that time, the ramp was open because a student will pass through. And unfortunately, ito po yung ginawang access point para po makalusot po doon po sa security na meron in the building itself. In fact, yun pong subject, bumaba po sila sa sasakyan ng magkapatid, may kasama. So the sister went through the usual security protocols. Yun lamang po, Chair. Thank you po.
You mean attorney, thank you. You mean attorney, yung kapatid nung shooter bumaba sa regular entry gate at dumaan sa inspection bago pumunta sa sarili niyang classroom.
Yes po, Madam Chair.
So, paano nangyari na yung shooter sakay pa rin sa sasakyan? I mean, nalaman niya na for some
This is-
reason may dadaang estudyante either na may disability or may mabigat na dinadala kaya padadaanin sa ramp, and alam nung shooter na ganun na mangyayari, sumunod na lang siya. How did that happen?
Pagbaba po ng sasakyan, medyo maglalakad ka pa po papunta sa building. So yung dalawa pong magkapatid, parang naglakad sila pero parang sa magkabilang they were on the same way, but ito yung brother went through papunta nga doon sa ramp, no? So the sister dumiretso siya doon sa papunta sa labis. Yung ramp po kasi parang sa side area siya. So doon po siya unfortunately at that time nagkaroon po ng access doon sa ramp.
Yes, attorney, very, very unfortunate talaga. At a certain point na the school was still a safe space, somehow na-breach siya, either because kulang ang protocols or hindi na-implement ng sapat, and somehow those weapons were able to be brought into the school. So,
Yes
again
po,
talaga, condolences sa community, pero wow, really,
Thank you po,
we really
Madam
have,
Chair.
thank you, attorney. The committee, kasabay po ng pag-condole namin sa community ninyo, the committee, no? Kasabay ng pag-condole sa community ninyo, we are really committed to making the strongest recommendations we can make para hindi na ito mauulit sa kahit na anong eskwelahan pa, no? Ma-correct kung may mali sa protocols, mapuno kung may mga gaps from the legislative side. So I hope also you can stay on, attorney, for the rest of the hearing in case po may follow-up questions.
Yes po, Madam Chair. Thank you po.